Welcome to All Nations Church. We restore and release potential in people by connecting them to God.
The Lord lifted up his eyes and he saw the land that was lush with greenery. It was luxuriant with growth. She took everything that was good, and Abraham was left with just pittance, something not good. And the Bible says that, and the Lord came to Abraham after Lot had departed and said, Abraham, now lift up your eyes, north, south, east, and west. If you can perceive it, you can receive it. If you, my God. And the Bible says that out of the little that Abraham had from that inauspicious place, God made him a very powerful person. Listen to me. Do you know the difference between Abraham and Lot? The difference is that Abraham walked with God, but Lot walked with Abraham. You didn't hear me. I said Abraham walked with God and Lot walked with Abraham. Do you know the difference between Elisha and Gehazi? The difference is that Gehazi walked with Elisha, but Elisha walked with God. For those of you who have made human beings your God, listen, can you begin to walk with God for a chance? Could you begin to know your own God for yourself? You see, Gehazi panicked because he didn't know that a man had walked with God. And listen, when you have walked with God, you are something else. Daniel 1:32 says that for the people that know their God, they shall be strong and they shall do exploits. Micah chapter 4 verse number 5, he said, for everyone shall walk, each in the name of his God. But we shall walk in the name of the Lord our God. Know God for yourself, not your pastor's God, not your father's God, not anybody. Know God for yourself, because a day comes that life will ask you questions. Do you know who is your God? A day will come that hunger will question you, and you have to tell hunger, he is my provider. A day will come that you are lonely, and you can tell loneliness, he's a friend that stays closer than a brother. A day will come that you have no understanding, and you say, he is my wisdom. A day will come, ladies and gentlemen, that you can say, he is my sacrifice. A day will come, ladies and gentlemen, when your back is to the wall and you don't know what to do, and you can say that he is my defender, he is my provider, he's the one that fights for me. A day will come that people will threaten you, and you can declare that he is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? He's the Lord of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid? A day will come, ladies and gentlemen, when you don't have direction, but you say, he leads me in the path of righteousness for his name's sake. And even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I refuse to fear no evil, because he's with me. His rod and his staff are my security. You can tell the world, ladies and gentlemen, that, ladies and gentlemen, he anoints my head with oil, my cup runs over. Goodness and mercy surely shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will live in the house of the Lord forever. A day comes, ladies and gentlemen, that you hear bad news that will make you sad. But you know something? You can say that the joy of the Lord is my strength. There are days that you wake up and there are enemies all around. Don't look around to your left and to your right, and you still say that the name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous will run into it and they have security. When I don't have anything, I have Jesus Christ. When everything has been taken away from me, he is still a God that is left. Know God for yourself, ladies and gentlemen. And
at allnationsusa.com, or simply call the church office at 770-923-8383. Subscribe to our YouTube page. Like us on Facebook. And follow us on Twitter. Stay blessed.